How we doing, chat? We are here for episode number 61 of TNC. It's crazy that we've been going this long already. I didn't think we'd make it this far. But we are here for the 61st episode. Still going strong. I'm going to catch up to BCW soon. I think I'm only, 20, 30 behind? Something like that. But I will catch up. And we are just a few weeks away from our next pay-per-view, which will be Battleground. And that should be taking place after episode 64. So we got this week, 3 more weeks of TNC, and then Battleground. So we got a little bit of a trek ahead of us until then. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get into episode 61. Alright, we got a brawl in the back already. Alright, people just don't want to wait to get into the ring. The Assassin, Aiden Kennedy, and Cole Crimson fighting in the parking lot. Or not in the parking lot, backstage by the parking lot. As Kennedy gets tossed overhead back first onto the concrete. I don't know what caused this fight to go down. Cole Crimson not having any backup here, as both Vincent Azario and Pete Brents are in action tonight. And the Assassin going to take that opportunity to beat down on the All-Star champion. But we don't even know why the Assassin's going after Cole. Is it for the title? Is there some kind of ulterior motive? As Kennedy hoisting Cole up here, dropping him on his knee. Kennedy trying to drag Cole over towards the central area, but Cole having none of it and gonna toss Kennedy over there instead. And now Cole going back first into the concrete. And now over towards that car. Kennedy going face first into the window, and now trapping the hand of Kennedy and smashing the hand of the Assassin in the door. And now over toward the central area of the backstage. As this brawl is still going on here. And Cole hoisting Kennedy up, went for the choke slam, and said the arm drag going to send Cole into that trash can. as Cole gets tossed, but able to get a boot up on Kennedy. Still nobody even remotely close to try and break these two up. As Cole now back to his feet. Kennedy landing a super kick. Now trying to drag Cole over toward that ladder, maybe towards the elevator. Ends a back fist and a chop and a kick. And Kennedy gonna hoist Cole up. Maybe thinking brainbuster, but Cole landing on his feet, able to chop the back of the knee. But Kennedy coming right back. And trying to place him up on those boxes. Cole not letting it happen. And now Cole's the one who's sent into the boxes. And tries to land the elbow, but Cole able to get out of the way. So this brawl still continuing on. With seemingly no end in sight, as Cole now on top of the boxes. And it's just been an odd assault here from the Assassin to kick off episode 61. And Cole doing his best to fight back here. Able to hoist the Assassin up for a brainbuster. And now picking up the baseball bat, but Kenny tried to kick him away, and Cole caught him. And now Cole's starting to beat down on Kennedy here. Cole gets reversed, trying to stay on top of those boxes. And now Cole with a pile driver to Kennedy. And now picking up that baseball bat again. Trying to swing away, but the Assassin back up. And now it's Kennedy teetering on the edge of those boxes. Super kick knocks him off. And these two still not done. Cole now making his way over towards the elevator. With the Assassin now reaching his feet. And the Assassin gonna make his way up to meet Cole Crimson up on that platform. And Cole just bulldozing Kennedy, nearly knocked him off if it weren't for that guardrail. And now Cole applying the Crimson choke on Aiden Kennedy. But Kennedy able to break out. Reception so bad you're watching audio only. That's nasty. And now Kennedy hoisting up Cole here. Jesus. Cole might have CTE after that. And now Cole getting dragged back toward that elevator. And Kennedy landing yet another super kick. And now Kennedy with the Stun Dog Millionaire. And now Cole trying to catch him with the Twist of Fate. But Kennedy able to fight it off. And Kennedy went for the wheelbarrow. And Cole was able to catch that as well. Nobody in the back even wants to get involved. Remotely involved. As these two go down the elevator and the Assassin getting tossed out by Cole. And now it's Kennedy who's bringing Cole out of the elevator. Cole brought back up to his feet. And tossed back toward the boxes. And Kennedy landing a back fist and a couple chops. And now an elbow to the side of the head, busting him open. And now the Stun Dog Millionaire once again, and that might do it for Cole Crimson. Laid out by the Assassin. And now we can finally get some help for Cole Crimson in the back, and we need to move on to our opening match. Vincent Azariel definitely been on a bit of a roll ever since winning that RHW Intercontinental Championship and joining the Death Spirits. So buns you can't see shit. Can't even get like 144p resolution working or anything. Azariel facing yet another tough challenger here on episode 61 in Zach Morningstar. At 1080p only. That's weird. I thought I set the max to 1080p. I'll mess with that later. I don't want to do it on stream. Morningstar coming off the loss in the ladder match at Clash. Looking to find another opportunity at Championship Gold, and maybe a win here against Vincent Azariel could propel him to a shot at the RHW Intercontinental Championship. We'll see how Azariel responds mentally to the attack on Cole Crimson. I know not a lot of time has passed, but we're going to see the mental toughness of Vincent Azariel on display. Going up against one of BCW's best for sure. Was able to take out Jace Gold. Now we'll see what he can do against Morningstar. As both men set to go. And there's the bell. Azariel coming out hot with a sling blade to Morningstar, following up with the drop kick. And Morningstar coming straight back with a lariat. Turning Azariel inside out. And Morningstar now repeated kicks to the back of the leg. And Azariel now into the corner. And Morningstar right back after the leg. Kicks continue to fly in from Morningstar. Now wrestling Azariel down to the ground into the crossface. But Azariel able to quickly break it up. And the kicks coming once again from Morningstar. Now repeated to the chest. And again being wrestled down to the mat. And Morningstar now up to the top rope. Azariel to his feet, and Morningstar connecting with the crossbody. Incredibly high pace to start off our opening match. And Morningstar now looking to slow it down just a little bit, but Azariel coming right back with a forearm, and now another forearm. And now the sling blade. And Azariel now making his way over to the corner, lining up Morningstar for the missile drop kick. And Azariel quickly into the cover here on Morningstar. One, no, and a kick out. Azariel now making his way up to the top rope, looking for coup de grace already. And back into the cover goes Azariel. 1, 2, and a kick out by Morningstar. Azariel still keeping the pressure on. Drop kick to the side of the head. And now Azariel off the ropes again. Went for the drop kick to the back. Is Morningstar able to avoid it, but Azariel coming right back. And went for that kick to the back again, and again Morningstar able to avoid it. And now Morningstar face first off the turnbuckle when he's busted open. And now sending Morningstar through the ropes. And a drop kick gonna knock him all the way to the floor. And Azariel now was thinking about going high risk, instead faked out Morningstar a little bit. And Azariel able to catch Morningstar with an elbow. Morningstar responds in kind. And Azariel landing the Pele kick. And Azariel now stomping away at the hand of Morningstar. But Morningstar coming back with a spear. And now Morningstar trying to toss Azariel back into the ring. But it's Morningstar who's back in first. As the count continues, Azariel back to his feet. And now back in the ring. And Morningstar doing a little bit too much showboating. Azariel able to catch him with yet another sling blade. And now back into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Morningstar brought back up to his feet. Big forearm knocking Morningstar into the ropes. And now tossed all the way to the outside. Azariel over the top, taking Morningstar out. And Azariel now gets caught into a dragon screw by Morningstar. And tossed over toward the barricade. And Morningstar now going after the arm of Azariel. But Azariel able to sweep out the legs of Morningstar. Blocked by Morningstar on the outside. As these two continue to go counter for counter. And Morningstar tossed across the outside. Azariel back in the ring. Azariel able to catch his breath as the count continues. Up to 10 now, and Azariel now going to break the count as Morningstar getting back up to his feet. And raking the eyes of Morningstar, but Morningstar able to get an elbow up and spearing Azariel once again. But Azariel able to counter, sending Morningstar into those steps. Morningstar able to counter, going right back to the legs of Azariel. And now Morningstar hoisting up. Azariel dropping it back first on the outside. And now Azariel tossed back inside the ring. And Morningstar going for the cover here on Azariel. 1, 2, and a kick out. Morningstar hoisting up. Azariel on his shoulders, but Azariel quickly able to get back down. And now over to the corner. Morningstar going face first into the turnbuckle, but getting the elbow up on Azariel. Now Azariel getting the elbow up. And now Morningstar with yet another elbow. And now hoisting up and dropping Azariel back first once again. And into the cover goes Morningstar. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Azariel. And Morningstar can't believe it. He thought he got the 3 there for sure. As Azariel using the ropes to get back up to his feet. Morningstar was so winded he started swinging at air. Morningstar with the German. And Azariel landing chest first. And now the release German into that bottom turnbuckle. And Morningstar lining up Azariel for a 3rd spear. And into the cover. 1, 2. No! And Morningstar to the top now. Azariel to his feet. Nobody home on the crossbody. And now Morningstar goes face first into the turnbuckle, but able to block. And now we're going to get an exchange of blows between Morningstar and Azariel. It has been an all-out war in our opening match thus far. As these two continue to exchange strikes. Morningstar almost got dropped, and there's a block by Azariel. Morningstar responds with a block of his own. And now Azariel with another block. And now it's an all-out hockey fight. Shot after shot, and it's Azariel who's going to come out on top and lands the Pele kick. And now the brain buster to Morningstar. And now lining up Morningstar once again for that missile drop kick. And Azariel could be closing in on the win, going for yet another coup de grace. And into the cover. 1, 2. No! How in the world did Morningstar kick out? He had to have kicked out on instinct alone. And now Morningstar speared to the outside. And now Azariel over the top again, but this time Morningstar was ready. And Morningstar hoisting up Azariel up on his shoulders, dropping him face first into the apron. And tossing him back into the ring. And Morningstar into the cover. 1, 2, 3. What a match to open up episode 61. That was an all-timer, in my opinion. And so far, it has not been a great night for the Death Spirits. Cole gets taken out. Azariel not able to come up with the victory here in the opener. And may have to defend that RHW Intercontinental Championship in the near future against Morningstar, who looks like he just went through World War III. I mean, that match could have gone either way. Now we move on to the Women's All-Star Championship match. This match came after last week's Falls Count Anywhere match between Yana Gian and Olivia Martinez. Despite not having to leave the ring in a Falls Count Anywhere match, Yana Gian able to make Olivia Martinez tap out. And now looking to do the same thing here this week, but with the title on the line. And if Gian is successful, I believe this would be her first championship in TNC. Looking to end the second reign of Olivia Martinez as Women's All-Star Champion. Looking to become only the third woman to hold the belt. As Martinez is a two-time champion and Selena also holding the title. Martinez, of course, the inaugural Women's All-Star Champion, ended up dropping the belt a week later to Selena, who dropped it straight back to Martinez, and she's been holding it ever since. We'll see if she can make a successful title defense and avenge her loss from last week at the same time. Not only that, keep the gold within the Cunt Rider's grasp. These two both 1-on-1 against each other. We'll see who takes the rubber match.
Introducing the challenger from Seoul, South Korea, Yuri Chin. And her opponent from Dominican Republic, the All-Star Champion, Olivia Martinez.
Part of you wants Gian to be a champion again? I'm assuming there's also a part of you that wants Martinez to retain. Both women are set to go here in this Women's All-Star title match. And there's the bell. Here we go. Gian out the gate with a drop kick to Olivia Martinez. Now stomping at the hand and a kick to the back. Martinez starting to come back now. But she's sent over the top rope onto the apron. Gian with a right hand trying to knock her off. A second right hand. And went for the third, but Martinez coming back with a forearm. Now the springboard clothesline from Martinez. Now lining up the hand of Yana Gian and just stomping away. Trying to make sure she can't grip that submission that beat her last week. As Martinez up to the top rope here early. Went for the elbow, but nobody home. Now the elbow and the forearm from Martinez. But Martinez getting countered into the corner. But Martinez getting a boot up on Gian. And now Martinez hoisting up Yana Gian for that neck breaker. First person to beat SJ Ray. As Martinez into the cover here, 2, and a kick out. Martinez back to the apron. As Gian up to her feet. Martinez went for another springboard clothesline, overshot her target, and Gian went for a back elbow, and that got blocked, and now we have a lockup here in the middle of the ring. Side headlock applied by Martinez, but Yana Gian Turning it around on Martinez. We got Eshe Ray in my mind now. And Gian able to wrestle Martinez down to the mat. Martinez now back up to her feet. Big back elbow by Gian. And Gian now up to the middle rope. Double axe handle connecting to Martinez. I can tell the Asians apart. You just put Eshe Ray in my mind. Martinez now from the top. Nobody home on the moonsault. Kick there from Gian. Martinez comes back with a shot to the gut. And now body slam from Martinez. And Martinez hoisting up Gian for the side suplex. And Martinez now from the middle rope. And Martinez with the crossbody connecting to Gian. And now Martinez lining up Yana Gian for the knee strike to the jaw. And into the cover on Gian. 1, 2, and a kick out. Martinez looking for yet another springboard, but nobody home on the crossbody. And now Martinez quickly whipped into the corner and sat up on the top turnbuckle. And Gian getting Martinez into position. Looking for the superplex off the top. And Gian crawling over toward the ropes to get back to her feet. As Martinez stomach first, can't go for a pin. And now Gian going for the submission. She's got it locked in here on Martinez. Is she going to make Martinez tap? Are we going to see a new champion? No. Martinez able to break the hold. And Gian now hoisting Martinez up now. Back over toward the corner. And drop face first on the turnbuckle. And now Gian driving her boot into Martinez, but Martinez able to counter. And now Martinez this time able to connect on that springboard crossbody. And now Martinez maybe thinking one-winged angel to put Gian away, but Gian able to get those elbows up and block the one-winged angel. And Gian coming right back with that neck breaker, still hanging on, locking in the submission once again here on Martinez. Martinez kicking her feet. She's in trouble, but she's able to break it once again. And Gian busted open on that elbow as Martinez takes her out with the moonsault. As both these women spill to the outside. Martinez cranking at the neck of Yana Gian. But Gian able to catch her with a boot to the face. Gian now up on the barricade. Martinez is still RHW Women. I haven't touched the RHW Women's Championship, so whatever you had it as, it hasn't been touched. Count up to 7 here as both these women still on the outside. Gian now making her way back in the ring. Martinez wiping her feet, this time on the outside. As if she'd be more than fine to get counted out, keep her title. But Yana Gian not going to play that game. As she's into the cover here on Martinez for the title. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Gian wasting no time, straight back into the submission. Is Martinez going to tap? Are we going to see a new champ? Martinez taps! And we have a new Women's All-Star Champion, and it is Yana Jian. Only the third woman ever to hold the Women's All-Star title. We want refunds. This is an atrocity. She's tapped Ray and Martinez. Yeah, that's aura right there. She may be BCW's secret final boss at this point. If you tap both SJ Ray and Olivia Martinez. Can you make a female call her Beth Ross? I could cook something up. Jake Phoenix, the men's golden ticket holder. And you said I made too many family members. Well, I haven't made a single... I've only made one family member, and that was your mom, so... And considering I've been at this for over a year and a half, I think my record is much better than yours at making family members. You're at episode 90 next week. Okay, so I was in the right range of how many episodes behind I was. I said like 20 to 30. And I'm 29 behind. Beth would be your daughter since Seth's an unc. Okay, I can work with that. We got ourselves a rematch from 2 weeks ago. Back on episode 59. Between Jake Phoenix and Leon King. Phoenix came up with the dub. Last time we saw these two go one-on-one. Can Leon King get his win back here? As the bell rings. And we got a bit of a stare down here in the middle of the ring. And these two not wasting any time. Exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Ross daughter, Zero son. As these two going blow for blow to kick off this match. And neither man able to gain the upper hand on each other. As Leon King now with a backbreaker to Phoenix. Phoenix now up to his feet. Leon King rolling through the ropes, gets caught with a clothesline. And now Jake Phoenix hammering away at Leon King. King now back up to his feet, able to avoid that roundhouse kick. And now raking at the face of the men's golden ticket holder. Phoenix now able to trip up King. As the forearm connects to the face of Leon King, who's back up to his feet. Nails Phoenix with a clothesline, but just aided, kept on his feet. And now a counter here in the corner by Jake Phoenix, who starts to build a little bit of separation. And now some speed back into the corner, landing that knee. And now brushing the boots. And Phoenix off the ropes with speed, lands another big boot. And King already busted open. And King coming right back with a clothesline of his own into the corner. Make it male or female? I'll probably do female, but okay. Now off the ropes goes Phoenix. King ducking under. And Leon King with the swinging neck breaker to Jake Phoenix. And King dragging Jake Phoenix back toward the middle of the ring. And now hoisting him up for the power slam. Into the cover goes King and a kick out at 2. I free range just DM me at the debut date. All right. And King now looking for the point of the crown here to Phoenix, and he connects. But Jake Phoenix's foot underneath the bottom rope, forcing a break on the pin attempt. And the big splash from King off the top into the cover here on Phoenix 2, and a kick out. Yeah, Air Zero's kid is just fucking hologram. Phoenix now on the outside, lining up the knee strike to Leon King. As Phoenix now tossed across the outside. As the count begins, Leon King stopping at the hand of Jake Phoenix. Phoenix now lining up King for that Superman punch. And that may be the opening that Jake Phoenix needed to get back into this match. As King being lined up from the apron, over the top gets caught and legs swept out. And King now going to bring Phoenix into the corner. Face first off the turnbuckle, and he's busted open. But Jake Phoenix coming right back. And dropping Leon King over the top rope. King now back up to his feet and able to dump Jake Phoenix all the way to the floor. And now King over the top rope, but nobody home. And now Jake Phoenix up on the barricade. And jumping for the double axe handle, but nobody home once again, and Phoenix gonna eat the steps. King now getting tossed across the outside by Jake Phoenix. But King back up to his feet quickly, nails Phoenix with a clothesline. But Phoenix able to sweep out the legs of King. So these two continue to go back and forth. And King able to whip Phoenix down to the floor face first. Phoenix now tossed back into the ring. And King making his way up to the top rope. Jake Phoenix up to his feet. And Leon King landing the drop kick. King now making his way to the apron. Able to land the knee strike is King. And he's into the cover here on Jake Phoenix. 1, 2, and a kick out by Phoenix. Phoenix now quickly back up to his feet, lands the spear. And into the cover goes Phoenix. 1, 2, and a kick out again. King coming right back with an uppercut. Now sending Phoenix off the ropes. Knee to the gut of Jake Phoenix. And Leon King dragging Phoenix back toward the middle of the ring. And now bringing him up for that power slam once again. And into the cover goes King. 1, 2, 3. And Leon King gets his win back from 2 weeks ago. getting himself back on the right track after being in a bit of a slump since losing to Cole Crimson back at Turning Point with the All-Star title on the line. Maybe he found his footing here in this match against Jake Phoenix. As always, both men put up an incredible effort, but this week it was Leon King who was able to get the victory. For the first time in what feels like a long time, Leon King is back in the win column where he probably belongs. Now we move on to our next match. We have not seen Vanguard on TNC since they made their debuts, going against the Industry, who are also making their debuts that night. And it has been quite the journey for both teams since then. Vanguard struggling to find their footing. Meanwhile, the Industry are the current tag team champions. We'll see if Vanguard can build some momentum here and try to replicate the success of the Industry. But they're also going to be going up against two guys looking to make names for themselves. Kent Killstrom's newly assembled Evolved Bandit Club making their debuts last week, interrupting the world champion and helping Kent Killstrom turn his back on the Death Spirits. And now we're going to see them in action for the very first time, right here, right now. We still have not learned much about these two, but I'm sure we're going to learn a lot in this match about them as performers. We got a glimpse last week about them as people. They're not great people, but we're about to see what kind of work they can put on in the ring. Who are ya? Who are ya? Ring announcer was a little very much behind. Okay.
And Bailey Gabriel, the Bikers.
So here we go. Ian York for the Bandit Club and Trey Tyler for Vanguard, starting this one off. As Tyler is sent into the corner by York. Spearing at the torso of Tyler, but Tyler able to catch the boot and sweep out the legs. And now York sent into the corner, able to get the elbow up on Tyler. And now Tyler able to whip York into the corner of the Bandit Club. Right hand after right hand, now stomping away is Trey Tyler. And Tyler now into the cover here on York. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now York back into the corner of Vanguard. And a double team coming here from Tyler and Richards. York off the ropes. And Vanguard connecting with a double back body drop. And now Richards with a kick to the back of York. York able to get the tag to his partner, Bailey Gabriel. Gabriel coming right at Richards with a huge DDT. And now Gabriel up to the top rope, thought better of it. Instead gonna go after Trey Tyler. And Tyler making him regret that decision. As Austin Richards still laid out on the outside. And Gabriel going right back after Trey Tyler, this time with a little more success. As Gabriel hoisting him up for a back suplex on the apron. And now tossing him across the outside. Does not want Richards to get anywhere near a tag. As Gabriel now looking for a tag back into York. But Richards lining up the super kick. And the Lion Saw connecting to Gabriel. And into the cover goes Richards. 1, broken up by York. Gabriel up to his feet. Richards went for the Hurricane Rana and Gabriel able to avoid. And both men just rolling around in the ring. They think this is practice. Gabriel able to connect with that elbow, as is Richards. And now off the ropes, Gabriel hopping over. Big kick to the chest there. Now Gabriel has Richards up on a knee. Now up to his feet, landing a big chop. An overhand chop to Richards. And now, sit out powerbomb by Gabriel. But Gabriel not opting to go for a cover here on Richards. Instead going to send him into the corner. Another overhand chop. Now Gabriel with control of the arm. Up to the top rope. Arm drag to Richards. And Trey Tyler looking for a tag on the other side. Richards not able to get it to him. As Richards sent back into the corner of the Bandit Club. But able to get the elbow up on Gabriel. Gabriel getting the elbow up on Richards now. And now Gabriel into the corner. And Richards not looking for a tag here. Instead, building up speed for an overhead chop of his own. And now Richards being hoisted up by Gabriel into a European uppercut. Still no cover attempt here from Bailey Gabriel. As Richards rolling into a Hurricane Rana. And now finally making the tag into Trey Tyler. He gets immediately caught with a drop kick, backed up into the ropes. Gabriel now getting dumped to the outside by Tyler. And Trey Tyler going to turn his attention over to Ian York, but not much success. As York going to drop to the floor, now back on the apron. Tyler had his eyes on him the whole time, now dropping him down himself. Tag back into Richards as Gabriel back in the ring. And gets caught with a back elbow. And into the cover, it's broken up immediately by Tyler. And now Gabriel off the ropes. Richards not able to do much of anything. I don't know what he's doing. Now Richards this time able to catch him with the Hurricane Rana. As both men are down in the ring. Richards back up to his feet first. Gonna make the tag into Trey Tyler. Now Gabriel landing that DDT to Tyler once again. And Tyler gonna roll to the outside. Now back in the ring, Tyler whipped into the corner. Double team coming here from the Bandit Club. Nice double team there. As Ian York tries to turn his attention over to Austin Richards, but Richards able to land a shot on York. And now York getting that elbow up onto Tyler. But it's York who's sent into the corner of Vanguard. Not going to let the double team happen. And now York coming right back with an angle slam. And into the cover, immediately broken up by Richards. And Ian York up to the top rope here. Waiting for Trey Tyler to get up to his feet. And York with the shoulder block from the top. And Tyler desperate for a tag, not going to be able to get to his corner. And now Tyler whipping, or getting whipped into his own corner. Ian York went for the knee, nobody home. Now Tyler jumping over, ducking under, and Trey Tyler getting reversed by York. And now Ian York into the corner. Big forearm by Tyler. And again. But York's still up on his feet. Even after the third. Now getting turned around. And Trey Tyler with a backstabber to York. And he's into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And York rolling to the outside. Tyler going to follow him out there. And Ian York connecting with a drop kick to Trey Tyler. As the count begins on the outside, Ian York whipped into the barricade. Tyler now dropping the elbow to the back. Tyler now back in the ring. Turning his attention over to Bailey Gabriel on the apron, knocking him down to the apron. Now up on the top rope is Trey Tyler. And Tyler, nobody home on the crossbody. And Ian York looking to take advantage of the mistake with the world's strongest slam into that chair. Probably should have been disqualified, but the ref gonna let it stand. As Tyler nearly tossed into the ring post. And now the Bandit Club gonna double team Trey Tyler on the outside here. No help from his partner in sight as he's tossed into the post. And now York, another angle slam. And the count up to 11 as both legal competitors are down on the outside. The count continuing from the referee as York makes his way up to his feet. Lining up, Trey Tyler yet again. Repeated elbows. And now planting Tyler as the count reaches 17, up to 18. Ian York back in the ring, count up to 19. And it looks like we're going to have a count-out victory for the Bandit Club. You know how fucking crazy it is that I went a year and a half without a single count out, and now I've had it happen twice in 3 weeks. That is wild to me. But I will take it to not have a 25-minute tag match. I will so take it. I'm not mad at it. Because if this went 25 minutes, this would have been a 2+ hour show. And that is not an exaggeration. The spirit of RHW is haunting TNC. It most definitely is. Although I think RHW had much more frequent countouts. Like they had like at least one a week at some points. But now it is time for our fatal 4-way for the #1 contendership for the women's championship. And Olivia Harnage looking to make history as the first ever 4-time TNC Women's Champion. But first she's got to earn that #1 contendership against 3 other women hungry to become a 1-time Women's Champion. Sarah Lopez has had opportunities at the Women's Championship before, but they were all in triple threats. She has never had a one-on-one opportunity at the TNC Women's Championship. And this could be her shot at getting that opportunity. Everyone else in this match has had a one-on-one chance except for Sarah Lopez. That includes Piper Rayne, who basically forced her way into a title opportunity after Olivia Harnage was attacked at BCW. She was not cleared to compete in time for her scheduled championship match at Turning Point. Piper Rayne saw that opportunity and took it, but was not able to take that title out of the hands of SJ Ray. SJ Ray, of course, as we know, still holding that women's title to this day. Piper Rayne looking for yet another crack at that women's championship. We'll see if she can clincher opportunity here tonight. Maybe the most surprising person to get a women's title opportunity, Heather Ray. In a standard one-on-one match against SJ Ray, made her tap out, which not many people in this industry have been able to do. That garnered her a women's title opportunity, and just like everybody else, she was not able to get the job done. And she's also seeking another opportunity at SJ Ray in that women's championship. We are about to find out which one of these 4 women will be the #1 contender and face SJ Ray at Battleground in a few weeks. All 4 women set to go, and there is the bell. Piper Ray going right after Olivia Harnage. Sarah Lopez going right after Heather Ray. Heather Ray back up to her feet. Sarah Lopez gets elbowed. Heather Ray now with a dragon screw. Meanwhile, Harnage has Piper Ray in the side headlock takeover. But Ray able to fight her way out of that. As Heather Ray continues to fight SJ Ray back toward the middle of the ring. And now Piper Ray going after Heather Ray. And gets dropped with a pump kick. And now Sarah Lopez going after Olivia Harnage in the corner. Harnage able to fight her off and drop her with a roundhouse kick. Someone's already brought in a kendo stick. Not sure who. Well, it looks like it hasn't been used yet as Harnage connecting with that heel kick. Sarah Lopez now back in the ring. Her and Harnage the only 2 inside. As Lopez hoisting Harnage up here. And Harnage gonna get dropped face first into the turnbuckle. And now Lopez driving her boots straight into the chest of Harnage. And Lopez now into the cover here on Harnage, broken up at 1. Heather Ray able to block. But Sarah Lopez reversing. But Piper Ray coming in to break it up. Ray now taking it to Sarah Lopez. And Lopez going to go face first into the turnbuckle. Scoop slam by Rain. As she makes her way to the outside. Now back into the ring. Or maybe not. As Heather Ray grabbing a baseball bat from underneath. And swinging away. Or throwing it at Piper Ray. Sarah Lopez in the ring, grabbing the steel chair and swinging at the skull of Harnage. And Lopez into the cover here, and a kick out of 1 by Harnage. And now to the apron, Sarah Lopez. Looking for the springboard, but nobody home. As Piper Ray goes face first off the apron. Harnage going to start swinging with that kendo stick. And Harnage into the cover, and that's broken up by Ray. Piper Ray now making her way back in. All 4 women back in the ring, but not for long. As Harnage sent straight out. Heather Ray lands the crossroads to Piper Rain. And now the spear to Lopez. And Heather Ray into the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out. Sarah Lopez rolling to the outside. Heather Ray following her right there. But Lopez coming right back with a flurry of uppercuts. And now Heather Ray starting to fight back here. Super kick to Lopez. Everybody in the same vicinity as Harnage now busted open from the kendo stick. And again to the skull. Harnage now lining up Ray for the Harnage trap. And Harnage now sent into the steps by Piper Rain. But Sarah Lopez with a steel chair to the back of the skull. And Lopez now busted open after that drop kick. And Heather Ray gonna toss Sarah Lopez right in front of Harnage. And now it's Heather Ray lying right next to Sarah Lopez. But Piper Rain not done with Heather Ray just yet. He's trying to send her into the steps as Harnage tosses the kendo stick into the face of Sarah Lopez. Heather Ray grabbing yet another kendo stick and swinging it at the back of Piper Rain, but didn't do much. That one connected, but not able to connect on the follow-up. As Harnage now in trouble, getting drop face first onto the apron. Piper Ray now back into the ring. And Heather Ray hoisting up for that neck breaker to Sarah Lopez. Piper now with the sledgehammers right to the torso. And went for it on Harnage, but Harnage able to block it. Trying to send Harnage into the steps, couldn't do it. And now Harnage is sent to the steps. Lopez now with a stomp to the gut. See just all the weapons laid out on the outside there as Sarah Lopez back into the ring. Just going to let the chaos ensue on the outside. But Harnage right back into the ring, eats a spinning elbow from Sarah Lopez, and she's into the cover here. 1, broken up. And now everybody back in the ring. And now it looked like Lopez and Ray were trying to double team, but the Michinoku driver to Heather Ray gonna put a stop to those plans. And now the overhead toss to Sarah Lopez. And Piper Rain starting to clear house with the spear. Turning her attention to Sarah Lopez, but Lopez able to catch her with those knees, but getting tossed right back into the ring with everybody else. And now a spear to Ray. And now Harnage coming right back with a clothesline. And Harnage now looking for the Harnage collapse to Piper Rain. As Lopez now went into the cover on the other side of the ring, and that's broken up. Lopez now going to send Harnage into the corner. Drop kick connects. And now the spear by Heather Ray to Lopez out of nowhere. And Heather Ray into the cover here. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Rain able to trip Heather Ray up, forcing her to the outside. And now Sarah Lopez overshooting her shot on the drop kick. And now Rain just ragdolling Olivia Harnage. Harnage able to block. And now a roll up here on Piper Rain, trying to score a quick win. And an immediate kick out. Harnage dropping Ray face first. And Sarah Lopez with a stomp to the outside. Someone just got busted open. Looked like Piper Rain got busted open. Meanwhile, in the ring, big pump kick from Heather Ray to Olivia Harnage. And she's into the cover. That's going to be broken up by Sarah Lopez. And now Heather Ray hoisting up Sarah Lopez with a package pile driver. Heather Ray tossing that baseball bat into the face of Piper Rain. She just eats it and then goes face first into the apron. Harnage now into the cover on Sarah Lopez. Ref turn around as the pin broken up by Heather Ray. Harnage back in the ring, sliding drop kick to Ray as the blood's starting to fill the ring. Harnage with speed, nobody home for that big boot. But Sarah Lopez coming in with that kendo stick. Drop kick to the face. And now turning her attention over to Olivia Harnage, hoisting her up for a package pile driver. And into the cover she goes. That's going to be broken up by Piper Rain. Rain now going to send Sarah Lopez into the corner. And Rain hoisting up Lopez for a buckle bomb. But falling right into the trap of Olivia Harnage. And now the sledgehammer coming in from Heather Ray, going for the cover on Harnage. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now from the middle rope, able to connect on Rain. Sarah Lopez back up to her feet. Overhead suplex from Lopez. Now turning her attention over to Heather Ray, knocking her off the middle rope. And now hoisting Heather Ray up. And dropping her over the top rope. But the spear from Piper Rain, catching Sarah Lopez into the cover. 1, broken up. And now Harnage with a roll up here on Piper Rain. 1, 2, and a kick out. Harnage making her way up to the top rope. And Harnage, frog splash, no. Piper got the knees up. Ray hoisting Lopez up, and she's dropped over the top rope. And Piper Rain able to get those shots into the gut of Olivia Harnage. Heather Ray with a suplex to Harnage. And Ray into the cover here on Harnage. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Piper Rain up to the top rope here. And Piper Rain double axe handle to Harnage. And into the cover, Piper goes. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Harnage. Piper Rain picking up that sledgehammer, but Sarah Lopez up to the top rope. And Lopez with a drop kick to the outside on Heather Ray. And inside the ring, Harnage ducking under. Camera cut, nice. And Harnage into the cover. 2 and it's broken up. Now Lopez with the Hurricane Run and Harnage. And back up to the top. Lopez lands the spiral tap. And into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Heather Ray back in the ring with a steel chair. Not able to connect. And Lopez not able to connect. Now the chair into the back of the head of Piper Rain. And Lopez now to the apron. Lopez, springboard dropkick connects. But Harnage right there. Stomping away at Sarah Lopez. And now in comes Heather Ray. And Heather Ray looking to take advantage, dragging Harnage back toward the middle of the ring. Not sure she really needs to. In a 4-way. Now the submission locked in. Meanwhile, F5 from Piper Rain as Harnage escapes the submission. And now Harnage with a Harnage collapse. And Rain into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Ray. She thought she had it. And Ray went for the spear, but Piper saw it coming. Almost. Now, double submissions locked in, but neither going to get the win. And Harnage with the Harnage trap onto the chair. Lining up Heather Ray for that drop kick. And now Sarah Lopez off the ropes, not able to connect. Harnage going right back at Lopez with the backbreaker. Meanwhile, Piper Rain bringing the steel steps into the ring. Harnage can't connect on the drop kick. Now off the ropes, Piper Rain with huge amounts of speed. Just bulldozing Heather Ray. But Heather Ray with a roll up here on Piper, trying to catch her. 2, and a kick out. She almost stole that one too. Lopez now to the outside. Piper to the outside. Ray to the outside as Lopez re-entered. And now we only got 2 women in the ring. This could be a prime opportunity for one of them to claim that #1 contendership. As Lopez sent to the apron. Harnage back up on her feet. Meanwhile, the sunset flip powerbomb right in front of Piper Rain from Heather Ray. And now dropping Piper with that neck breaker. And now the rib breaker to Rain. And now Harnage went for the frog splash, but Lopez got the knees up. And now Harnage just tossing Lopez into Ray. It's all 4 women fighting in front of the commentary table. Big time backbreaker from Heather Ray as Piper Rain tossed back into the ring. Rain just content to let them all go at it. But Sarah Lopez up to the top rope. Thinking insane elbow to the back of Harnage. The air that Sarah Lopez caught, my God. She literally flew. I don't think I've ever seen someone catch that much air. Meanwhile, Lopez has Harnage up for a package pile driver. And Lopez into the cover here. 1, 2, no! Big drop kick. And a back elbow. Heather Ray trying to drag Harnage back toward the middle of the ring. All for that, for Harnage to just roll to the outside. And now all 4 women making their way back in front of the commentary table outside the ring. Rain able to catch the kick of Sarah Lopez. Lopez countering in response. And Piper Rain going face first off the apron. Harnage able to catch Heather Ray with an arm drag. Sarah Lopez making her way back up to her feet. Now the women able to connect with each other there. But it looked like Lopez got the worst of it. Harnage grabbing that sledgehammer. Rain up to her feet and dropped with that sledgehammer. And now sledgehammer to Heather Ray. Sarah Lopez with a stomp to the gut. And now the steel chair to Piper Rain. And now over to Heather Ray. And now to Harnage. And Sarah Lopez, the only woman standing. Both arms hooked by Lopez for the backbreaker. As Heather Ray back up to her feet. As is Harnage. And Harnage getting those elbows into the gut of Sarah Lopez. And now thinking Harnage collapse. And she connects right onto the sledgehammer. Big clothesline from Piper Rain. And now the spear to Heather Ray. 1, 2, kick out. Piper Rain trying not to waste any time. But Heather Ray coming right back with a Death Rider. 1, broken up. Heather Ray knocking Harnage back. And now hoisting Harnage up. Dropped onto the top rope. And now the knee to the face of Piper Rain. Lopez grabbed the sledgehammer, now back in the ring. And the jumping clothesline, or jumping headbutt, excuse me. But Lopez with that sledgehammer trying to steal it. 2, 3. And Sarah Lopez is your #1 contender for the Women's Championship. She will be facing SJ Ray at Battleground in, I believe, 4 weeks from now? The only woman entering this match to have not had a one-on-one opportunity at that Women's Championship is finally gonna get her shot And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here on episode 61. To say it's not been a great week for the Death Spirits is a bit of an understatement after what we saw at the beginning of the show. Aiden Kennedy taking out Cole Crimson. Vincent Nazario not able to get the win over Zach Morningstar. It feels like the Death Spirits are piling up enemies left, right, and center. With the Bandit Club reforming last week. Now Aiden Kennedy getting involved. We know the likes of Owen Spade, Matt Marco, Jace Gold, Tyler Glass are not fond of the Death Spirits either. Brent's going to have to go it alone here in our main event and try to salvage something for the Death Spirits here this week. Going up against a man he knows very well. A man he defeated in his first ever match in this company. Seth Ross and Pete Brents met all the way back in November 2024 in the inaugural World Championship tournament that opened this company. As we all know, Brents able to defeat Seth Ross as well as Owen Spade and others to claim that TNC World Championship. Held on to it for 6 months before his first reign came to an end. And they have not met one-on-one since. And Seth, looking for some redemption here ever since coming back, has not been able to pick up a win. Couldn't get the job done against Cole. Could not get the job done against the Assassin. Now looking to do so here against the World Champion. As Seth able to force Brents into the corner. And Seth just clubbing elbows to the side of the head. And Seth now up to the top rope. Brent's to his feet, and Seth went for that shoulder block, but Brent's able to sidestep it. And Brent's now with a forearm to the back of the neck. And Brent's knee to the chest. Slowing down the Destroyer. And Brent's now lining Seth up, but Seth able to counter. And Seth now with a roll-up here on Brent's. His feet are in the ropes, but the ref's still counting. But Brent's able to kick out of one. Seth still firing away, chopping at the back of the knee. And now just stomping away at the world champ. Brent having to take a second on the outside. But Seth right there to catch him. Hoisting Brent's up here. And Brent's gonna get dropped face first into the turnbuckle. But able to catch Seth with a boot. And now Seth off the ropes. Straight into a shot to the gut. And now Brent's with a big clothesline. And into the cover on Seth. And a kick out of 1. Brent went for the springboard enziguri, but Seth not even up to his feet yet. As Brent goes face first into the turnbuckle once again. Gets turned around here by Seth. And Seth gonna sit him up on the top rope. And Seth, German suplex from the top. And Seth into the cover here on Brent's 1. Kick out. And Seth with a swanton. And Seth was looking for the stunner. Brent's able to catch him. Knee to the face. And Brent's showcasing the power. Hoisting Seth up high. And dropping him face first. And Brent's over the top, able to land the kick to Seth. And now into the cover here. 1. Kick out again. Seth coming right back with lefts and rights, and now the backbreaker. Brent's now coming back with the clothesline. Second clothesline. Catches the leg of Seth. Sweeps out the other leg. And Brent's now looking for that Art of Hate driver. He's got him set up and connects. And into the cover on Seth. 1, 2, and a kick out. Brent still moving quickly here up to the top rope. Seth to his feet. And Brent's able to land the kick to Seth. And now Brent has Seth set up for the cutter. And back into the cover goes the world champion. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Seth. Brent was looking for that senton over the top, but Seth able to get the knees up. But Brent's coming right back with a second Art of Hate driver. And back into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Seth. Now Brent with speed into the corner gets caught. Big chop there by Seth as we start exchanging blows. Has been all Brent's the past couple minutes after that hot start by Seth Ross. Seth able to block. And now Brent's able to block. And another block by Seth. And another block by Brent. Exchanging overhand chops. And now Brent able to land the knee to the face. And Brent coming back for a third Art of Hate driver. And this could do it here. 1, 2, and another kick out. And Brent's starting to get a little frustrated. He thought that should have been it. Just pounding at the face of Seth Ross. Seth with the shot to the back. Now sending Brent into the corner. And Seth coming in with speed. Big splash to Brent. Brent's able to catch him with a boot to the face, and that forces Seth to the outside. Brent's making his way up to the middle rope, try to connect on a double axe handle. Seth here with a roll-up, trying to catch Brent's off guard. 1, 2, And Brent able to counter into a roll-up of his own. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Three Art of Hate drivers wasn't enough, but a roll-up was. Funny how that works. Brent's able to salvage something here tonight for the Death Spirits. Picking up the win over Seth Ross in the main event.
Here is your winner.
And that'll surely send a message to everyone with their eyes on the Death Spirits. That you can keep them down temporarily, but not permanently. And one way or another, the Death Spirits are inevitable. That will do it here for episode number 61. And we will see you all next week for what will surely be another batshit insane episode, which will be episode number 62 of TNC.